Hey everybody, how are you today? I am so excited for another release party. Can you believe it? It's 2023. I'm sorry, I'm looking over here because I have somebody with me here in studio, and that is Susie Bentz.
Hi,
so
happy
I'm very
New Year, everybody.
happy that she's here, and she'll be
pitching in
as she always does. So thank you, and thanks everybody for coming. All right. Hey, let's see who's here. There's Pam and Tanya. Hello, Leslie, Donna Gibson, Charlotta's here, Naomi, Melissa, Lindy Lou Crafts. That's a cool name. Hey, Louisa and Janelle, Beatrice, Valentina, Rhonda. Good to see everybody. Thank you. Hi, Jan and Pam Bray. Thanks for coming, Pam. Sharon, Diane, Laura. All right, we have the team is, the fans are coming in. There's Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl Waters. Good to see you. Hi, Kathleen, Elaine, Shirley M. I haven't seen you in a while. Shirley M. Hi, Joellen. So, oh, wow. Oh, yeah, I can't keep up. All right, there's Glum. All right, Glum is here, and Karen Gartland. We can now begin.
Charlotta, so, you said, right?
I said Charlotta.
Okay,
yes, she is here. Hi, Denise. So, all right, it's good to see you guys and to finally be able to show you these cool new dies. And I hope that you're as excited as me or the team and I, or me and the team, or whatever it is.
Usins.
Yeah, that we're all together. And so what we're gonna do today, I have a lot of team members on, and so they are gonna be getting on in a minute, but I just wanted to go through and kind of show you what dies we're talking about. Glum is laughing so hard. All right, what's the joke? I'm missing it already. I hate that. I want to be in the chat. I want to do everything at one time.
Nothing. She just is happy.
She's all right. That's good. Okay, so to start off this collection, and as usual, I'm excited because these dies work with all the other dies, and I've been hearing things from the team that they're finally getting some things they asked for, so I'll show you those. And okay, so the first one, this is kind of the base die. This is called the Frame Pocket Journal. And this is cool because it has a lot of additions to it. These extra little pieces that can be used in other, dies that you might have. So we'll go and look at those, and I'll be doing some videos, and I will be posting an assembly video of this shortly. But this is what it looks like, and these are the pieces. So I got my die and I cut one. So what we have is, here are the covers, and this does go together a little differently than some of the others, but you can chop it down and make it work like others. So you'll see it in the videos. This is a flap that can go on the cover here. And this is a little pocket. So if you make this, you can fit 2 of these inside your journal.
You like the pockets,
right? Yeah, you're liking the pockets. All right, this is like a little frame, and the frame is cool too. It's a little bit, depending on the wallet size photos that you get, it just fits. But you can put it on a base card underneath and slip that in, and it's really cute. So I have that on one of my projects. So this is kind of the main die. Then we have, and one other thing about that, and I'm going to show you today if we have time, because there's a lot of people here today, but I want to show you some alternatives of things that you can use, because Sizzix does not make a material like mat board. This is a scoreboards die, so that means it's supposed to be used with thick material like mat board, chipboard, something up to a 1/16 of an inch. Sizzix does not make it, but I want to give you some options for things that you can use, you probably have at home, like gift boxes,
cereal
boxes, and you may have to stack them and bring them up to speed to be the 1/16 of an inch. You can use file folders. If you can find really nice, sturdy file folders, they work good. So I'm going to give you some ideas for other things that you can use. And, the thing is, you need a piece that's about 8 3/4 by 12 to fit over the die. So you can kind of maneuver a little bit, but you really do need a big piece. It's just easier. Right, cardboard. Yeah, good idea, Cheryl. Yeah. And what I like about it is you can use recycled materials. And, I think it's just smart to do that.
Have you tried it with a placemat yet? Those
no, but that is another thing because they come 12 by 18.
Yeah.
So if you cut that in half, you could do probably 2.
Yeah, I haven't done that yet.
Yeah, I do have some that are over there that I got.
We'll do that on a live.
Yeah, we'll do it on a live. So stay tuned and keep watching so you can see some of the details of how to do this. Boxes from deliveries, yes. Yes, Michelle, this is, if you take a look at this, you can see that it is wider and bigger than your normal XL die. This is a Sizzix Plus. So yes, you need either the a 9-inch machine. Yeah. You can use the Platinum by Spellbinders. You can also use the Big Shot Plus, which is a manual Sizzix machine, or you can use the switch. One thing I would say is if you are going to use the switch, you might have to do some adjustments on the spine because that is a deep cutting machine. So we have some tricks and tips on how to work with that. So we'll be doing all that stuff as we go. So what else? Oh, it's good to see all of you. Look at how many are on here.
I know,
this is
right?
Great.
Yeah.
This is so exciting.
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys are excited too. Okay, so the next one
makes us all very happy.
Yes, it does. Well, we did all the work, and it's like, oh, I love when there's a lot of people on so you can see all of the cool things that the team is doing. Hey, Candy Bright, good to see you. Hi, Valeria. Oh, okay. My Crafty Carousel says she's ordered hers. Okay, there's Mona. How are you? Karen Rogers. Sarah Clark. Hi. Chris Serber. Okay, I have to. Yes, graphics chipboard. Chipboard works great.
Cheerio boxes.
Yes. Yeah. But you do have to cut down the size. If I was using 9 by 12 and it just makes it, so I trim it down to 8 3/4. But we'll go through all of that and be doing that in a different, it's just too much to do here today. Okay, so here is the second die. This is called the tiled alphanumeric. Not say that word. And here is what that one looks like. And so when it cuts, you get, wait, let's see, not only the, not only these letters and numbers, but you also get the negative, that you can,
tile.
And the tile, and you can tear these because they're perforated, and you can do, I don't want to say like a ransom note, but something like that. Not that I'm going to kidnap anybody. But also on this one, I had embossed it. I used it to emboss mat board. And then, I don't know why, but I covered it with paper, so you can't really see. But we're going to do that on a live, too, because that is a really cool background. You can do them in strips. The thing that I like is you can just tear these, and, you could alternate, like, oh, thank you. That's good. Susie's standing there with her flashlight. I went to look for my ring light and did not have time. I couldn't find it. The other thing is you can put adhesive on the back and they can be stickers. So there's lots you can do with this die. And I think they're just a nice size to fit anywhere. You can, some of them I like because they're big and bold, but these are kind of fun because they can really work on any size.
Easy to read, good size letters and numbers. I love the style of these. Nothing too fancy.
Yeah, they're just, we need letters.
Yep.
You want letters? I'm giving you letters and numbers. Oh, the one thing is the 0 and the O are the same. Sometimes people do the 6 and the 9 differently, but I just did the 0, the O and 0 same. Okay, so that is that. Okay, and then the next die is, this is the Library Pocket ATC card and tabs. And I know that a lot of people are doing ATCs. And Susie, could we show one of yours just for the Susie is one of those people. She makes ATCs. And so I just wanted to show what an ATC is, and that's an artist trading card. Okay, so it's a 2.5 by 3.5.
It's right? Yeah, it's the size of a playing card.
Yeah, and then you do your art on it, and then a lot of people will write on the back like the date they made it, what their name is, what the series is, how many they made. You know, it's a whole thing. So I was kind of thinking maybe we might want to do a swap. I was really thinking that.
So excited.
Yeah, that would be fun. So, and then there's this little library pocket that is just cute for you to package your little card in.
Towards the front. There you go. Yeah.
There we go. So she decorated hers also. And we're going to look at more samples. ATCs are back in fashion. Oh, that's good. Perfect for pocket letters too. Oh, yeah. I didn't even think about that. All right. Tanya's saying swap. Swap party.
Swap.
Okay. Cheryl loves ATCs. Helen says sounds like fun. A swap would be cute. Yeah, you know, we did that a long time ago. Oh, Ramona's in an ATC group and they meet. Wow.
How fun.
Back in fashion. Yeah. All right. I didn't know they went out, but things come and go. So who knows? So anyway, here are a couple ATCs from Susie, and they're in the library pocket. And there's tabs, which I'll show you later. And there's also a little label shape. So these can help you pull out your pocket or whatever.
Or label it.
Tabs are always fun. And you can use them on the side of the journal. Lots to do with that. Okay. And then the last item that we have is the embossing folder.
I know.
You know what? There's one right up there. That thing. Give me that. Then we won't get the glare.
Yeah.
I just opened one, so I have an official one. Oh, it's still glaring.
Yeah,
but it's called tablecloth. And this is a crocheted tablecloth that my mom gave me. And I thought that would be so cool. And one of the cool things about that is that Susie showed me is that you can do a continuous strip of this and it matches up.
Yeah, it's about 10 inches long, the way that it lines up. That's about as big as I could get it to go. That is so cool. Yeah.
I actually designed it like that.
But she didn't see if it worked.
I was so happy when she told me that. I was like, oh, it worked. I kind of forgot. I mean, I designed these a long time ago, guys. So anyway, those are the dies. And then the only other things I wanted to tell you before we get going on this, so you don't forget, is every week we have a blog post. And if you like seeing what the team has done, they do it every week. So we are going to they're going to show you their projects today, and then throughout the month they're going to be posted on the blog eileenhull.com. So every week go ahead over and check them out and get all the ideas. There's a whole tutorial on how to make these really cool ideas. So make sure you do that. Also, you probably want to join the fan club, because a lot of the people I see here are in the fan club. It's called the Eileen Hull Fan Club. It's on Facebook. It's a group. It's our creative community. And that's where we all get together. We have special events. We'll probably do the swap there in the group just because it's easier to kind of communicate in there with everybody. We have challenges. We have all kinds of stuff over there. One thing you have to do if you want to join, you have it when you go to sign up, just make sure to answer the questions, because that is required for you to join. Okay. And then last, I do Facebook Lives twice a week on Tuesdays at 6 o'clock. So normally today is Tuesday. We'd be going at 6 o'clock, but not today. So we're doing this instead. Special event. And then we do it on Thursdays at 4. And those are all at Eastern time. So I usually put out an announcement, and then you can see when I'm going live, and you have an idea of what we're going to make. So sometimes we have guests. Sometimes I do like treasure hauls. If I do little shopping trips, you never know. So I hope you come and join us there if you haven't. Okay. So the other thing is I do have an Etsy shop, and if you would like to buy anything that we talk about today, I just got them today. So I have the dies in hand.
Glum already has a link up to the shop.
Of course she does. God bless her. Thank you, Glum. Oh, Karen says it is a wonderful supportive group. Thank you.
Hi, Angela, girlfriend of mine.
Oh, good. There's Angela. Okay. So anyway, that is kind of what we do here. And my Etsy shop is called, surprisingly, Eileen Hall Etsy shop. So you can find whatever you need over there and get it. And I can ship like today, tomorrow. Okay, so now we are going to meet the team, but I think we might, how should we do this? Should we put everybody, add everybody?
Have everybody come in and say hi?
No.
Or
well, I don't know.
just
We
go one at a
could.
time?
We usually have everybody. Let's add everybody. And
everybody paid. Maggie, look up.
You guys, surprise. You guys might want to, I don't know. Madeline, do you want to go? Yes, no?
Nope,
no,
she passes.
Okay. All right, Madeline is she's hanging out with us in the group.
Having a bad hair day.
She's having a good hair day.
I know, I'm teasing her.
Yeah. So if you guys are muted, you can unmute. And we have this large component here of the team, and I'm very happy to welcome them. And so what we decided was we have some team members from the UK, and it is at their dinner time right now. So they are going to go first so they can get their meals ready and feed their families. So, and then Lisa and Maggie will go, and then we'll talk again at the end, just a little bit. We'll see how long it goes. So we're going to try not to, last time was like an hour and 45 minutes, but we have so much to share. So, but there's the whole month and even more to go ahead with this. So I think what we're going to do is have Sarah Lizzie. Is that okay, Sarah Lizzie? You ready?
Perfect.
Yeah? Okay. All right. There is Sarah Lizzie. Take it away.
So with the project, I've created this artist sort of like folder. So like if you want to go out and about sketching or painting, you can keep all your your paints and your paintbrushes in there.
I love that.
So I've used like the box thing, the die that came with the journal, and the paints, the 7.5 mil fit in perfect.
Yeah,
into the little storage container.
That's darling.
There's a couple of small paintbrushes in here, but I think they've fallen down.
Oh wow!
And there's a little pencil in there as well.
Oh yeah, you can see. Yeah.
But yeah.
You could put ATCs in there that you could then paint when you're out and about.
Yeah. And I've made this little watercolor sketching pad, paint pad, so that fits in perfect as well.
No, it's so cute.
So
it's really handy if you want to go out and about sketching.
Yeah.
And then for the background, I don't know if you can see the light pink backgrounds. I've used the embossing folder.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm not sure if you can see.
It's hard to see, but on your blog, I think the pictures show it really well.
Yeah. So on the front, for like the window section of the die, I've just put a artist quote inside.
Perfect.
And then one thing that I do, I've put loads of quotes and
if you go back on the inside, you use the alphanumeric die for the letters.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I've used the die for the letters, for the words. Yeah. Yeah, and then for the library pocket cards, I've created like a little inspirational folder.
Oh,
kept it art themed as well, so keep calm and paint.
Yeah.
So I've just done 3 little cards.
Cute.
Aww.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those are great.
Yeah, they're so handy. Such a cute size.
Yeah,
you have 10 minutes, you know?
Yeah. Doodling around the edges, it's awesome.
Yeah.
And then of course they fit perfect inside the box as well.
Of course they do.
Yeah.
That is so adorable. I mean,
if you want to see how I made it, just head over to my blog, which will be in the fan club. I'll post that after.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
You know what I really like about that? How you did the piece that could be a flap.
Mhm.
You used it as a decorative,
Decorative
element.
element, yeah.
I love that. On the did you do the back too?
No, the back
Yeah.
plate.
I mean, that is
Yeah.
just so smart. I
Yeah.
just love that.
Yeah. Very
Yeah,
cool.
I
And
love this journal die. It's really good.
well, thank you.
And you can also use like this as like a storage container on your desk if you wanted to store stuff in. So you can just have it like stood upright.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And what material did you use? Did you use mat board?
Yeah, mat boards.
Yeah.
And then the wreath in the background was from last year's Christmas die.
Oh,
Right.
yes.
Yeah.
So just put that there just to finish it off.
It's just beautiful and so well thought out. I mean, it's just amazing.
Thank you. I
Right.
really enjoyed making
Oh,
it.
I love it. And
Yeah.
your photography is beautiful too. Also, I forgot to say that we will have a video where everybody's projects will be featured. So in case you forget like what we did, you can see the video. So thank you so much, Sarah Lizzie. It is
You're welcome.
amazing. All right, everybody's saying, love it, Sarah. Yeah, Sarah.
I'll
Such
check for all the comments. I'll have to read through.
yeah, you can read through. Yeah. Well, thank you.
That's okay. Thank you.
All right. Any tips that you can think of on the dies, or you did it pretty much work?
I don't think so. They're really easy to work with. So yeah, just have fun.
Okay. That's a good thing. All right. Thank you, Sarah Lizzie.
No problem. Thank you.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
All right. Let's see. Now, who wants to go next? Jenny Atkinson? Because I know Jenny, is that okay? I know Jenny said her connection, the weather over there is not always
Dicey.
great. So let's get her on there before something happens. All right. Let's see, Jenny.
Hi.
Hello.
Yeah, it's a bit breezy here at the moment. So I wasn't too sure whether the Wi-Fi would hold. This die is just lovely.
Oh, wow.
So I just made it just straight as the die is, just the book, and used
Look, notes on the inside.
So
alphanumeric, yeah, and I've got I'm doing all this upside down. I've got the box in the
oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, the pocket. Yes.
pocket, and I've got a little book here that fits in, which and then the pockets. I can't stop making these pockets.
I know, they're addictive, right?
They're fun.
So, and that there is the little tab.
Oh, cute. You used it as a tag. Oh, how
That
cute
is
is that?
so
Yeah.
adorable.
And then I've just made some ordinary books to go in, again with pockets
Mhm.
Nice.
in. And then the back, that see-through pocket is just really lovely.
So
Oh, with the frame element, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Is that what you call the frame? Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I call it. Yeah.
Yeah. So just really, really lovely. It's just, this is the second one I made. I made one the same as this, and I've sent to Eileen as a
Yes, I
a
have.
sample.
I
So
was
yeah.
showing it.
Yeah, and but there's just some little tips. I wanted to get the elastic coming through here,
Mhm.
and it was all a bit messy, so I just put a button
Oh,
cute.
yeah.
Yeah.
in the inside. Okay, you still see the knot, but
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's okay.
there's
Yeah.
always that knot.
and then the notes. Everything's back to front. Sorry, the notes bit here.
Yeah.
That was the scrap.
Oh, yes. I'm
So
collecting
I-
my scraps in bags.
Just made a little bookmark. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cute.
Oh, that's so cute.
Oh, that's beautiful.
But I made that out of mount board,
Mhm.
which I got as an A3, and I cut it down.
Okay.
So, but I thought I'd try something just with ordinary cardstock.
Yeah.
So I've made this one,
Wow.
Oh,
and I've cut it out of Sizzix cardstock and then covered it.
Okay.
did
So I
you have to double
used the
stack it?
A4, and it's only got a little spine on it. I've
Yeah.
cut it quite flat.
Oh yeah.
Oh, just the single spine. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I'll have a tutorial for this one next week.
That is so.
But inside is
Oh,
Look at
full
pockets.
Lucy.
Hang
Yeah.
on, hang on.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I've used the.
Oh, look at
Look
that. That's
at-
so smart.
Yes.
I cut it all in vellum.
Yes.
Yeah, so you can
And-
see all those little things.
I can
and
see
you-
what I've got. Yeah.
Yes.
And you stacked them like that. I
That's
love that.
cute.
And then this is pockets here, and also inside. I can't do it all back to front. But yeah, you'll be able to see that in the video. Yeah.
Yeah.
But some of these 49 and market pieces are just really lovely. And
Yeah, they are. And it's so
Yeah.
thick. So are
Yeah.
you saying you used Sizzix cardstock as a base and then you added the 49 and market?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
so it makes it really, it's quite
Yeah.
sturdy.
Yeah.
And I've got a magnet closer. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Okay. And the
But-
question I have is when you cut the Sizzix cardstock, did it score it with just one layer or did you have to double stack it?
I can't remember.
Okay.
I don't think I had a problem. Otherwise, I don't remember having a problem. Put it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to have to try it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so amazing. That looks
I
beautiful.
love that you could just put that on your desk and have all of those little pieces because
Uh-huh.
who knows where they go, you
I
know?
know, especially the little pocket. Yeah.
I love that.
Oh,
I
that
love
is
that's my
so-
favorite part right
I know.
there.
I want to make them right this minute.
Yes. That's
So I
what
thought I'd make one for 49 market, one for Stamperia, one for bits and
Yeah.
pieces that I stamp. But so
Oh,
yeah. So
and then just stack them on your desk or
yeah.
put 'em-
mhm.
you know, you could.
But you can see that it is slightly bigger because I've cut it flat. So you've got that extra
right.
bit.
Okay, yeah. Well, that
Yeah,
gives you more room. Yeah.
Mhm, yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, it's.
And then finally,
wow.
this was the prototype. I've sent the better one to Eileen.
Oh yes.
Oh, I love that.
I cut one cover at a mount board, and then I cut it in half and
Yes.
made the book,
Look
just
at
a half a book.
that is
And
adorable.
then I had this idea that I would have all these pockets. So-
Little tuck spots and
Yeah.
things. Yeah.
but it's a bit of a design fault because they fall out.
Oh well, yeah. That's not a little problem.
But it's a nice size for the frame.
Yes.
Yes, I love that. The way you did that.
Yeah.
And also I cut the pocket down a little bit as well.
Yeah.
Pocket in.
Oh, that's
To make it fit in
yeah,
the
to
book.
fit,
Yeah.
But again, you could cut that out to the Sizzix cardstock and cover it. You know, it doesn't need to be mount board.
Right.
Uh,
Or even watercolor paper or
Yeah.
whatever it is you do. I
Yeah.
mean,
yeah, but I think this one's my favorite, really.
Oh, I love
that is
Yeah.
so cool. Well, it's so useful, you know?
Yeah. Mhm.
Because
Yeah.
I have little pieces of paper everywhere. And I have little plastic things, but you know, you can't take them all with you and maybe you only want a couple or, you know.
And I did the vellum, the bigger bit in the middle. I did sew on the machine,
Okay.
but it was really awful.
Oh, really? What, to sew it?
No, it's just my sewing.
Oh.
So I put washi tape on the top.
Good cover up. Yes, I did some sewing on mine too, and I don't usually do
Yeah.
that, but
Yeah.
I do like the look of that. It's just so pretty.
Nice save. Nice
Yes.
save with the washi tape.
Yes, everybody's saying such lovely projects. Jenny, I love the vellum, amazing projects.
Brag
Half
books.
a book
Yeah,
is a
brag
great
books.
idea. Yes,
Yeah.
that would be because
Yep.
that little frame you can use the photos.
Yep.
You
Yeah.
know, little yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
No, absolutely a super set of
oh.
dies, and I did use the embossing folder, but I sent you the sample.
Yes, yes, you
that's
did,
another
and
one.
I will be sharing that. Yes, after we all go here. Yes. Well, Jenny, thank you so much for
Well,
all.
thank you. It's just been a pleasure to create with them. I hope everybody enjoys them as much as I have. It's just
Well, I hope so too. And thank you also for Jenny just created the video that I was just talking about that has all we're getting a little we have a lot of samples, so you'll be
These
seeing-
videos are getting longer and longer. They used to be about a minute and a half. Now we're at an epic 6.25 minutes.
Yes, they're so pretty. And they really, they really show all the cool features and the close-ups. And you are you're becoming a cinematographer. I mean, it's amazing to watch these with the music and everything. So pretty. And thank you for doing that, Jenny.
It's a pleasure.
Hey,
Yeah.
Jenny, everybody says they want a craft room tour of yours. So
Oh,
That's just a tidy bit.
you get to decide what anybody sees. That's the
true.
good part. Yes.
Okay, lovely.
right.
Well, thank you very much for having me.
Thanks, Jenny. Okay, so who do we have? Who wants to go, Jenny or Elizabeth?
Elizabeth.
All right, she's on the top row, so let's have Elizabeth come in. All right, show us.
Hello, Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy
Happy
New
New
Year.
Year.
Look at her lights.
Yeah.
Very festive.
Yeah, I've just turned them back on again. They went off.
Oh, they look good. They're very nice. Yeah.
I'm in a grotto. I'm not ready to say goodbye to Christmas just yet. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
And we've still got chocolate left, so it'd be rude not to have lights. I'll turn them off when the chocolate runs out.
Yeah.
I'll
there
be
you go.
sending you packages of
Yeah.
chocolate then.
Yeah. Keep
Woo! Oh gosh, I'm in recycling mode and fabric mode, and I've rediscovered sewing again.
Yay.
Which Madeline gives me a poke every now and again when I see her gorgeous quilts. I mean, she cost me money a few years ago. But I learned to embroider and things with my nana and to sew with my nana when I was a little girl. So she's back again. She's with me at the moment.
Good.
Permanently. So I decided I was going to go on a recycling spree.
Oh,
And I
nice.
have got hundreds of canvas bags. Do you remember years ago people would give them out at craft shows
Oh,
with
yeah.
their adverts on the side?
Yeah.
And I've just got so many of them that I'm not going to use them all. So I washed this one. Oh, thank you, Karen. I washed this one. I pulled it apart and ironed it. And from one canvas shopping bag, I've now got a set of handles for going on one that I still use that need new handles. The two side panels are going to be a snippet roll for another project I'm doing. And then I cut two layers out. I could have cut two books out, but I was greedy and I wanted to do a great big stuffed book.
Why not?
So
look at
I've
this
got to
volume.
sandwich some sari silk around in between the two layers. But what I did was I cut one layer out completely. I'm just going to hide now and try and show you.
Okay.
And I stitched it together as one long cover.
Okay.
And then I worked on that one as the outside cover. And then I did the same again for the inside. So that when I'd finished sewing on the inside and the outside, I then stitched them together to hit the gubbins.
Okay.
Oh,
The messy bits. So I've done a lot of stitching on here. I've actually, I'm going the wrong way. Sorry, I was going the wrong way.
it's hard.
I've actually dived into my fabrics. These are, I can never remember a name, and I absolutely adore her.
Oh, Kathy Holden.
Yes,
Yeah,
Kathy
yeah.
Holden. Love Kathy Holden.
I watched your video.
Oh God, blimey, I love her stuff. I think it's because it's all vintage and it's what we used to using on paper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And of course it's on fabric.
Yeah.
So I've had a good old play. I've recycled lace, as you know,
Yeah.
and I've been practicing stitches again, you know, some knots, bullion knots, French knots.
Oh yeah.
Just stitching, embroidering on top of the actual butterfly, which is so beautiful, and that was just cut out of her fabrics. So on the inside, I got a little bit carried away, and it's very stuffed. And if you want a closer look without me waddling it all over the place in the wrong direction, I did actually film it.
Yes, she did.
So I've got a pocket on the inside, which I did out of fabric and carefully stitched around the edge. And like Susie, I've parted with nothing. All the bits are in there. Everything is
All
in there.
those bits. Yes.
All there ready, so I can add on to. So I've got lots of pockets. I've used everything in here. I've got it's an old Kaiser Craft collection. I think it was called something like Indigo Skies, something like that.
Yeah.
So I've got Eileen's stamp
Oh, yeah.
We're on the wrong way. I've got the tabs. Now I put my tabs at the top because slight design fault when you do a wraparound fabric journal, you squish the tags on the side. So
Oh, well.
lesson learned.
Yeah.
They would also look nice in fabric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I did some brown paper that was embossed. If you can see the embossing on there. Am I getting near enough?
Yes.
Oh, so
I hope my nails are clean.
The tablecloth.
And then I've just sprayed paint over the top.
Okay.
To pick up on the top layers. There we go. So it just showcases the papers. There's lots of pockets, and I've got bits and pieces in. So I've got the alphabet in there as a decorative feature. I've got the library stamp back out again. That's in there. So I've revisited a couple of stamp sets that live on the desk. Yeah, so it's absolutely stuffed full of all kinds. Oops, there we are. They're jumping out. It's that full. So I've really enjoyed. And at the beginning, I did actually put the date on at the beginning.
Oh, good idea. Oh, yeah.
As well. So I'm going to carry on adding some more little bits onto there.
Why not? And you have room to write in it if you want, or put photos or anything you want in there. Or
even inspirational quotes. And I like a journal that you can write in or that you can draw in and add things into. You could add photographs onto the pattern slide. You could hide, things in here if you didn't want the writing to be visible. If you wanted secret writing. Yeah. But I had a royally.
Oh, that is one fat book.
Yeah.
It's I mean, look at that.
How many signatures do you have in there?
I've got 3 signatures. I finished at the back.
Oh, I love that.
I'm practicing chain stitch again.
Yeah.
And this is what it's all about. Yeah. So, 3 signatures. And I think there are either 7 or 8 pages that are folded double. Wow. So I think I cut them to 15 centimeters by 20.
Okay.
So that's about, is it 6 by 8?
8 or 6 by 8, and then you fold in half.
So everything's sandwiched in between, and then some of the stitching I did by machine, and I've left the spine open, which you can see on the video that I've not sewn the 2 covers together on the spine because I didn't want to restrict the movement.
Yeah, that was smart.
And I stitched the signatures directly onto the spine of the inside before I stitched the 2 covers together.
Yeah.
Now, Karen Gartland asked if you did any free motion stitching.
I didn't on this one. I was trying to keep it. I was trying to practice hand stitching.
Yeah.
So there's quite a bit of hand stitching on there. You can see, and then the rest of it is just boring old straight stitch on the machine, just to basically hold it together. That was the workhorse. But I just wanted to have a play and be creative with the elements.
Yeah.
But not using paper. And I'm going shopping in my own cupboards. I've got that much stuff here that I'm going to recycle. So things will be chopped up. Yeah. And I'm going to open all those scary cupboards and drawers. And I've started tidying again. And the stuff that I found that I've totally forgotten about.
That is pretty cool.
I knew I had a book on silk ribbon embroidery.
Oh, wow. Well,
gorgeous.
Maybe the next journal will be ribbon embroidery. Who knows?
Well, I'm going to do a different journal for my project later on in the month. Okay.
Just curious, how long did that take you to make, do you think?
I've been doing it over a few weeks. I've just been picking it up and putting it down.
Yeah.
Probably, I don't know, maybe you could get it done in a week. Or, if you're just doing it a couple of hours.
Right.
It didn't take mega long. The thing that took the longest time was actually filling the pockets on the inside, funnily enough.
Oh, well.
Yeah. I believe it.
Yeah. I believe it.
And cutting the sari silk. Oh,
it's so pretty though, that binding. So I'm just curious, and maybe you guys might want to answer in the chat. But if you're making a journal, do you just like sit down and knock it out, or do you take your time and kind of fill it as you go? Because the ideas come to me not all at one time, unfortunately, when you're on a deadline. But I prefer to kind of take my time with it. Just wondering what you guys would like.
I've got a couple of covers that I've got that are actually done, and they need a focal point going on and then the inside doing, but because I wasn't certain, I didn't want to spoil them, so I've actually got them on a shelf opposite me where I can see them, and I know as soon as I see something that I think, aha, that's what it needs, and then I'll go back to it. So that's why sometimes it looks like I've made a lot of things in one go, and then other times it looks like I've just been sat here doing diddly squat.
Well, that sounds familiar to me, actually.
Research. I've been doing research.
All right. People are saying it takes me time to create a journal. Leslie makes the basic journal, then takes her time decorating, stamping, cleaning. Elaine says she takes her time to fill. Laura knocks out the basic idea and lets things take shape organically. That's good. Okay, so it sounds like we're all kind of the same. Naomi always has projects in progress. I think I'm up to 7 trays of them now. Have an idea for cover theme and make them in stages. That's good. I mean, then you never get bored because there's always something that you're thinking about and doing. And Valeria says the same. She makes the basic and then takes her time. Covers.
I mean, the thing is with stitching a journal, and I suppose it's the same with paper craft as well. With stitching, it's where to stop. I mean, I could have taken this so much further. I've embroidered parts of that butterfly, but I could have gone over the entire butterfly and embroidered all the colours onto it and added beads. So, I mean, that might happen yet.
Well, I like that there's options, options. Well, good.
I won't be putting anything else inside, I don't think, unless it's handwritten or
well, that's nice to have an idea for what you want to do with it and the boundaries. Okay, everybody is commenting. One thing that I forgot to say, and sorry to take your time here, Elizabeth, but
no, it's fine.
Well, we have a giveaway, and I forgot to say that in the beginning. So if anybody wants to be part of the giveaway, we're going to have a YouTube one and a Facebook one, and whoever wins, it's going to be random, but to enter to win, you have to leave a comment in the chat of either the YouTube or Facebook post right now that says what you would do with these dies if you had them, and then we'll pick a winner probably next Tuesday. Okay, so sorry, that's our public announcement there. So all right, well, that is just beautiful, and I would ask or tell everybody, if you want to see more, go ahead and look at Elizabeth's video that's over in her blog. We have the blog hop over on eileenhull.com with everybody's project, so you can just hop through. And so where you see Elizabeth's name, well, check out everybody. But if you click on Elizabeth, she has a link to her YouTube video. So go ahead and take a look at that. Okay. So I think, anything else, Elizabeth?
No, apart from on the YouTube video, I didn't realize that when I was talking and thinking I was out of shot, you can see my face on the front of the journal packaging. It looks like the journal die is talking to you. And I watched it back and I couldn't stop laughing because that was all. Once I'd seen it, I couldn't unsee the die talking to me. Make me.
I did not notice that.
You will now.
Well, we'll have to watch again.
Well, thank you, everybody.
Yes, thank you.
I love the comments. I've been trying to watch, but they go by so quickly.
It does. All right. All right, Jenny, are you ready?
I am.
Okay, let's see what Jenny has going on here.
Hey.
I am excited.
Right. Well, I mean, you've already seen a couple of the main events, to be honest. So my couple of takes on this. You're all talking about scraps, and particularly here in the UK and in Europe and whatever, I know a lot of people are going through a few tough times. So we're really concentrating on using what we've got and making the most of the stuff that we've got lying around. And it did make me chuckle when Elizabeth was talking about keeping scraps.
Oh, yep. Well,
and that's just the neutrals. So you can imagine I have thousands. But what I try and do, so those bags, as I said, in neutrals, I try and keep them in color families, and that way I can I can pull out what I need for a project, and I'll show you what I mean by that in a minute. But you're then talking storage, and so when you're organizing for a project, it might be that you're going to get it all done in one go, which is great. I don't. I take a year, maybe. Sometimes so it can take a while to get stuff done, and what I find is that I'll make something for one journal and then audition it for the journal itself, and then think, no, I don't, that's not what I want. No, I'll put it to one side. And the trouble is that you then happen upon such things about 3 years later and think,
yes.
So the first project that I came up with was a place to hold your Eileen stuff. So these are all the bits from your little die cuts that otherwise end up down the back of the sofa, down the back of your craft desk, in your drawers and everything everywhere else. So this is the journal, but I've made it into an expanding file folder.
Yes.
Okay. And let me just see if I can get, you can probably see that is, believe it or not, that's the tablecloth embossing folder that I've used, because that way I could put colour on, and I could add a few layers at the bottom, and then once it was embossed, I could then go back over and just braille with more colours, and that way you get this lovely mottled effect. So
pretty,
dead easy to do. So then you unwrap very easily. So that's just your ties on the back, and then there.
That's perfect.
Okay. Yes. And inside it's deep enough that you can keep sort of all of your die cuts. It's deep enough that you can keep this is a full size embossed sheet that I didn't use up, but it's deep enough because this is what 4.5 inches deep or whatever. You can go to quite some height in there.
I love it.
Looks complicated, looks really hard to do, isn't at all. Dead straightforward. And I'm doing a blog post on this one. It's the third week, 18th, something like that. So that will go out on my blog. I've taken photos as I've made it, as I've gone along, and I'll show you absolutely everything, all the measurements and exactly how to make it. And then what you do is you make up a bunch of these. This one was cut from 350 GSM cardstock. I would suggest making it out of fairly durable stuff, so something that's of a good thickness, rather than, I wouldn't use the Sizzix cardstock for this one because it needs to remain strong and sturdy. To be honest, actually your old canvas bags would be ideal as well, because you have that even more give in it. The only thing is that you'd have to actually stitch the expanding part into it. You'd probably have to sew that in. But that means, so if you're making up a journal and you think, oh, maybe that bit will go with it, or maybe not, one bit's into one of these, and then you can keep one for each journal that you do, and work through it, and then the bits that you don't use just decant into another one. So that's one way of doing it.
Jenny, I have a question. When you do the tutorial, are you going to show us the technique you used for the painting and the embossing and everything on the cover, and the brayering, the extra layer that you talked about?
I haven't, but what I can do is I'll do an extra one, but I'll probably stick it in, like the end week. Are we on 5 weeks? This Lisa will know if we're on 5 weeks. I don't like making blog posts too long, because the problem is that you end up wading through thousands of photos, and by the end of it you're like, oh god, really? What I can do is I can do a separate blog post that's just about
that technique,
building up layers and creating that. I can certainly do that.
We do have only 4 weeks, Jenny, but the other option might be if you want to come on a live one time and just show us,
Sounds like
great.
That would be easy.
Yeah, easy enough to do. Because it's just piddling around with paint and ink.
It's fun to see. you know, it would be fun to see your technique.
Yes.
You know, a blog post is great, you know, for a supply list and all that, but to actually watch you, I would rather watch you if you don't mind.
That's cool.
Okay.
I mean, the actual construction bit is better in a blog post simply because you need the dimensions and the calculations and stuff, because I do it in centimeters as well as inches because we do that. So the second bit is so this one is
yummy,
man.
Yummy.
Yeah, there's a better picture. I'm sorry, we have problems with light over here because it's now pitch black. It's also hailing. No, it's gales and rain and everything. So I'm under complete artificial light. Anyway, so this one opens out. This is a proper journal thing, whole kit and caboodle, and it's just signatures. But what I'll show you, let me take it all out. First of all, it's made from an Amazon box. So it's corrugated card. So that's the base. It's nothing complicated. So, I mean, I don't know about you, but we've had thousands this Christmas.
Yeah.
And so I kind of just used those just to give you an idea. So that's also cut out of, there's another one here that came out of packaging from an IKEA bed set. So it's just like the thinner stuff. But works really well as well. To be honest, corrugated card is lovely because it's got a bit of softness and a bit of give to it as well. Cool. And I tend to cut mine apart and use tape and a bit of a gusset in between the two, just a channel, just to make them a bit more flexible. But I know I've shown that before. If I just show you the meat and bones in this one, so you've got an idea. So the inside is like that. So you can see there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So this is just corrugated card. And then all I've done is there's a bit of book page. There's a bit of calico. I put calico on the inside because that makes it sturdy. So if your spines if you cut it, say, on the switch or something like that, and you found that it's cut through in places, if you put a layer of fabric across there, you're going to hold it all together.
Yeah.
Come hell or high water, it's not coming apart again. Yeah. So then you'll see, I've got elastics. So it's like one of the traveler's notebooks, or you remember the very first journal?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's exactly the same.
Yeah.
And then in order to make it, and then the back is, there we go. You can see there.
You covered
it up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Stencil.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Stencil. Yeah. I just put it out of card. Eileen's last or second to last video, she was stenciling through one of her die cuts. So there we go. But that's using paste. And then what I do is I hang on to that, and then I sand it, and then I can chop it up and use it in my journal. So that's easy. Also, and I've put fabric on this side as well. And then what I don't do is put any glue on the bit where I've put the elastic.
Yeah, so it
can. That way, the elastic's covered on the outside, but it means that you've still got all that play on the inside.
Right.
So it works really nicely.
And
then I've used a magnetic closure, and then I've just done, you know me and painting doors and windows and stuff. So
yes, I do.
And then a bit of lace, gathered it up, seed beads on there. Easy enough to do. And then it means that you can then take out your signatures. So you can do your little signatures here, which are roughly 11 centimeters by 15 centimeters, Charlotta. Or
she's saying thank you. I can
hear. Or 4 inches by 5 3/4, because that means again that you're not, if you make them slightly longer with the elastic where it is, you might squash the top and the bottom. And then these signatures are just made out of, so that's paper, fabric, more paper, just manuscript paper. There's vellum. The vellum that I used, I've embossed again using, let me see which ones. the first one. That's this one. So again, let me see if I can get.
Oh, yeah.
Hard to
Yeah.
see a little bit. Yeah, yeah,
Well,
yeah.
you can, yeah, you
Yep.
can see.
Yep.
It,
Yeah.
because it's actually, when I say it's vellum, it's actually Duralar, this stuff. So it
Oh,
means that it embosses, but it's quite tough.
yeah.
The reason I'm putting fabric, so I've got then a paper layer and then another fabric layer and then more of the Duralar, and I've used woven on there. And what I'm doing basically is making sandwiches of paper or card and fabric or vellum or something, because I found that if you're using paint or anything like that, or gel medium or anything on your paper pages, they'll stick to each other unless you've got something soft and squidgy in the middle that doesn't stick. So you can do it that way. And then I'm just building up time. I do a pile of scraps in a color combo. In this case, it's red and verdigris. And I just grab the bits and pieces. I told you I've got thousands of scraps. And then I just start messing and playing. So you've got, there's the little pocket.
Yeah.
Last year I made these little snippets. I just used your stamps and
Yes.
little clusters. So I've done clusters and I draw and stamp and cut things out, and more just, you know, painted doors and windows and a bit of stitching and just messing around. This came out well, actually, just very quickly. That's that one there.
Oh, pretty.
So again, it's difficult to see, but it's verdigris.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
So it's pie dish put through with the embossing folder, and then I used thousands of years ago. I had some verdigris. There's like 3 colors: an olivey color, a jade, and a bluey color, and you'd stamp all over each other like alcohol inks, and they'd come out verdigris. And I dug those out, so I've done that. So there's that one. I've done the 3 the same idea, but just to give you an idea, there's the pocket.
Oh, wow.
But you don't have to make it 3D. You can make it 2D.
Right.
Yeah, so it's easy enough to put things in. And similarly, there's the
little window frame.
the window one in there. And again, this is just gel pull on tissue.
Okay.
And just, and that's tab. And I've cut that from fabric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Just
Yep.
a piece of fabric. And apologies, it's not brilliant light or easy to see on this, unfortunately, but I will, I'll once I finally get my act together and get it sorted, I'll share it all on a video. So I think that's about it, really. Hopefully
It's beautiful.
let somebody else get.
So much there.
Work.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, all of
Are
them.
there any other questions?
I don't see any, but Karen says she knows where to send scraps as I clear out, Jenny.
I don't need any more.
I think we all say that.
But I just think when we are genuinely, rather than just keep shopping all the time, it's useful to have your dies, which are brilliant, as a base, and then just shop our own stash and just find it all in there.
Can't see it.
There's something going on.
Jenny? Uh-oh.
Are you okay?
Oh, yeah,
we
there
lost
we go.
a plug, but we got it
Yeah,
back.
sorry. You know what? If we had you hooked up to
Can you hear us?
the Ethernet. Yeah.
Okay.
So I was taking it out to put another thing in, but we almost lost the battery. So anyway, we didn't. We figured it out. So anyway, thank you, Jenny. And I'm hoping that you will maybe come on a StreamYard with me and we can see your technique for the gel or the embossing folder colored thing. Yeah. All right, we'll figure that out. Okay. All right, let's see who we have next. Thank you. All right. Dun 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 dun. Maggie or Lisa, who would like to go?
I'm ready.
Okay. All right, Lisa, you're
You're in the wings.
you're in the waiting room.
Hello.
Hey,
Maggie.
there's
Hi,
Maggie, her
everybody.
new look.
Glamorous.
Yes, it's still Maggie. It's just
Cover girl.
different hair. We traveled so much this year that I didn't have time to keep my hair colored, so I decided to go ahead and look my age. It was
Good.
kind of traumatic to start with, but I think I'm used to the new me now. At least I'm not looking in the mirror and going, "Who the heck are you?"
Looks good.
So I was kind of tuning in on everybody's ways of thinking and scrapping and all of that. And I'm one of these focused people. I decide I'm going to make something and I start on it and I don't do anything else until I'm finished.
Wow.
So when I make a mini album, it might take me a week, but that's all I do that week. I don't work on any other projects. And I'm kind of into the using my stash as well. And the journal that I'm going to share with you is some very old paper, and it's an old Prima collection from, I don't know, 2012, 2010, who knows. Anyway, let me turn the camera around and I will share it with you.
All right. Let's see.
Let's see here. It's been so long since I've been on that I have.
You got it.
There you go.
All right, doing
Yeah,
good. I even
good
turned
job.
it the right way. Okay, so this is an old Prima collection, as I was saying. It was, it's called Time Traveler's Memories or something, and it's really old. But so what I do when I'm making a journal, I go through my embellishments and all that, and I pull out things that are color matches or theme matches or whatever, and that's kind of how I get started. So this is the wonderful new journal from Eileen. I love this little flap thing. I just love it. And I've used a magnet closure also.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I am the proud owner of a switch, which doesn't cut too great right now, but I'm anxiously awaiting Sizzix fix on that. But
Yes.
what I do to compensate, and if you can see the shiny here, I taped all my seams that are going to be folded.
Okay.
Sometimes I use a washi tape, and this is a printed sort of Scotch tape that Prima put out back in 2011.
I've never seen that.
And it just happened to work. So I think the seams are going to hold together pretty good.
Yeah. It looks
And
sturdy.
so that's how I do that. And this, the pocket, I love this little pocket. Well, it's taped together here too.
Oh, yeah.
So the pocket, you can do whatever you want. This is kind of a dual use journal, shall we say. I have two signatures. One signature is more like a mini album in that it's made to hold photographs and things like that. And the other one is simply a journal where you can write.
Nice.
It loosely has a travel theme, but I think you could use it for most anything you want.
Yeah.
So, okay, so here we have the note pocket, and here we have the frame pocket, which the frame, I love this.
Oh, yeah. The little thing.
And if you're using this as a mini album, it'd be great to slip a picture in here. For the time being, I slipped this little card in here, and you could write a note on the back. And here is the little folio page pocket from an earlier release. I don't remember. I love that little thing. It's so cute.
Yeah.
It's perfect for holding a little couple things to tuck in. This is the library pocket, but I turned it into an envelope.
Oh, I love it.
Folding the flap over, and I put one of the tabs here.
Yeah, that is
Oh,
brilliant.
Maggie, wait. Show that again. Wait. Take that.
Oh,
So tuck in the little note.
folded it and added a
Oh,
tab.
Over, add a tab, and I've used a little magnet. A magnet closure.
Cute.
Ah,
So
all right.
I thought that was really cute. I really,
is.
I love it.
yeah.
Correct. All
So,
right.
and it's great to use. You could even use this on layouts if you wanted some hidden
like
journaling.
Pocket or something.
Or
Yeah.
to keep a bit of ephemera.
Yeah.
Sure, exactly. Lots of uses. I started out scrapping as a purely layout gal. And over the years, I've turned into more of a 3D person. But this year, I'm kind of thinking about working more towards layouts. Had a wonderful, wonderful trip to the Canadian Maritimes this year. And I have lots of pictures that I want to scrap. So I think I'm going to make a full-sized scrapbook.
Yeah.
And that'll be interesting. I'm even going to make the pages flat, and that's going to be really interesting. Okay, so just pages where you can put photographs. Same thing here, a little waterfall, and another one of these tuck pockets. And I just thought it'd be fun to put it in a different
point.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know. This is really a pretty simple one for me. I didn't make lots of flips and fold outs, but here's the library pocket in its normal state, shall we say.
Beautiful.
But and this is just tuck it in. You could put a picture on it. You could write a journal on the back, whatever you want. And another one over here. And that's about it. And then this is the signature for the journal. And I just use little tabs to mark off 3 different sections.
Oh, lovely. What a lovely, lovely journal.
Beautiful. Maggie, let me ask you this. When you're planning, because you say you sit down and you do it, do you cut things like as you go, or do you say you make a list like I need this, 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 this?
No, I'm not quite that regimented. I usually gather paper, embellishments, flowers, things that all go together, and then I cut my journal. And I don't actually physically put the journal together until I've maybe made the front page. Okay. The front of the journal kind of drives me as to how I'm going. Yeah. And I love lace, and I love fabric. I love the way some of the other gals use it, and I just don't think about it. So I dug out some lace this time, and I wanted an old world look, and I thought the lace really added to that.
It's spot on. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I have one other quick little thing to share with you. This is a card, and I used Sizzix cork for the base.
Oh, yeah.
I love this cork. It really has a lot of great uses.
Yeah.
So then I made a panel from the embossing folder, the tablecloth, and I made the panel out of sort of a chocolate brown and embossed it. And then I used silver luster wax over top to bring out all the details.
Wow.
And then this is kind of a masculine bent. I couldn't help it. I had to put a couple of flowers on it, but it's still fairly masculine. And I used the great alphas. I love these alphas because they are easy to read. They're not too big. They're not too small. They're just perfect for making titles and things like that.
Oh, I didn't even recognize them. I thought that was like a cutout or something.
Yeah. No, those are the letters right there.
So happy.
A little trick about letters.
Yes.
I don't see straight. I use a ruler for everything because if I don't, it either goes uphill or downhill. Yeah. And I found with letters that if I apply them to a strip of paper, I get a much neater look than rather trying to just stick them onto something. So that just works for me. And the inside is plain, just, so I can write a nice note. Yeah. And other than that, Eileen has the rest of my projects that I made. I absolutely love this journal. Though. This is great. So that's it. Anybody got questions?
I don't think there were any questions,
but they're all saying it's gorgeous. I love this journal. Maggie paper lace.
A lot of people opt to cut the pockets.
Yes, they did.
Oh yeah. Yes. All right. Well, stop by my blog. I'll have some tips and short little tutorials and things throughout the month. Thanks a lot.
All right. Thank you.
Yep.
All right. All right, that means
Lisa girl.
It's time for Lisa. I have to give Lisa props because she was on vacation and she made a journal and a card. I don't know how she did it, and did the blog post last night.
I took a lot of stuff with me.
Giving you a round of applause here.
Thanks. So am I still in frame? Because I
Yes,
can't see
you're looking good.
what the camera sees.
Yes, your head is a little chopped off, but that's okay because we can see like where your hands will be. I mean, no, yeah,
Okay.
no, we can see like up
From
to
your eye,
forehead.
top of your eyeglasses down is what
Yeah.
we see.
You're good.
Oh dear. Okay.
No, you're fine. You're
Cute.
fine.
You look
No,
really
Let's
cute.
slouch a little here.
you're
All
fine.
right. Well, first I have a card that I made
I love that.
Blue.
using the tile alphanumeric for the background and the fabulous embossing folder tablecloth, which I love. And we have a little, let's see if I can get it out. The library card, tag pocket, and Eileen's stamp set.
Yeah.
This one is perfect. It fits perfectly on that.
Yes, that's Button Cards and More is the name of that.
Right. And then I also used this one for adding just kind of texture and more words, you know, in the background and on the library card. So it's very handy for that.
Beautiful. How
Can I
big
use
is that,
the-
Lisa?
What?
How big is that?
The card.
It's large here.
Okay.
Oh, I don't. My rulers are not unpacked yet, so
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't know. It's probably about 10 inches or so.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's pretty
That's
big.
cool. Yeah.
You'd have to make a custom envelope to send it.
Yeah,
but
well, that's all right. It's beautiful.
I just went big. I wanted to fit the whole alpha, you know, tile thing in the background. So
Yeah. It looks
yeah.
beautiful. And flowers. And that
Yeah,
little
those
heart
were from the
on the tab. I love that.
yeah.
That little heart.
So that's little hearts from the mitten die.
Oh,
And all the little flowers were
Yeah.
from the flowers and leaves journaling cards,
yeah.
which
That was a
is
while
one of
ago.
my
Favorite.
favorite too. Yeah.
Beautiful.
All right, and so next I made a journal.
Ooh,
So this
That's
is my
amazing.
forest themed journal. So I attached a loop of elastic through the little hole on the spine, and then it just loops around a knob that I have. That's just one of the, I think it's Tim Holtz ideology knob. So it has a little screw that goes into the base. So that was really easy to install. But yeah, so I just have all sorts of bits in here. The little pocket
oh my gosh, cute.
Yeah.
front that can hold just some tags. So it's kind of a nature themed junk journal.
Yes.
Yes.
And I love that little frame label. So you'll see that used a lot in different spots. And then just some more little
Oh.
fun tags and things. And I use some 3D embossing folders for the covers of the signatures.
Pretty.
And then just all sorts. Let's see, am I in frame?
Yes, you're
You are.
good. You're
Perfect.
perfect. Yeah.
Perfect. I'll hold
Yes.
it right here. So yeah, just tags that kind of tuck into those journal frames. You can see I use that a lot.
Yeah. Wow.
And part of my working thing, I went and made a whole bunch, like the feathers and the deer and all the leaves. You know, I did a big pile of die cuts first.
Yeah.
So I just kind of had them at the ready as I was doing the pages.
Cool. So wherever they fit, you could just pop.
Yeah,
them.
where they fit. And, you know, scraps. I went through my scrap pile and brought a big, huge folder of scraps, you know, to have those.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this one's just a little, so I just used, you know, the tab to put on the edge.
I love that. Look at that little
Yeah. So the pattern paper was a Stamperia
pretty.
pack.
Oh,
So
I
it had
remember
lots of
that.
neat graphics in it. Yeah, so you know, lots of stamping in the background, kind of just to add visual texture.
Oh,
Lots
pretty.
of little die cuts. Gotta
Oh,
love all the fun Sizzix die
Yeah.
cuts. And the embossing folders.
That's
oh, that's
beautiful.
so pretty. Oh.
And so that was from this paper pack. Really neat.
Oh, look at that.
I
little
love
clock.
Stamperia papers.
Yeah.
It's just
Little
eye
tuck
candy.
Yeah.
spots. those just come out.
Cute, cute, cute.
It's just so fun to watch. You know, I love interactive books where you can, you know, things in and out, and look at them, and
right. And here's the little library pocket.
Oh God.
Some of those.
Like a little. You could call that an artist trading card. I mean that if that's the one that came with, I mean they can be anything. Yeah.
Sure.
I love that.
Yeah, I'm excited about that ATC swap idea. I think.
Good. Okay.
So
have to do it.
Here we go. More and a final library tag pocket.
Oh, so pretty.
And then I decorated the, insides of the covers with lots of stamping.
Yeah.
And I just used mat board offcuts.
Okay.
So
it's so pretty.
Yeah.
I love that knob. That looks very substantial. Like you can't miss that.
So then that just goes, and then that's the back.
Oh,
pattern paper on the back.
Beautiful.
And embossing on the front. So
you got all kinds of love and hearts and comments from everybody. How much they love your journal.
Thank you.
Great journal. Very cool. Beautiful journal. Yes, everybody.
I was inspired by the foresty setting where I was creating this on my holiday.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's good inspiration. I mean, look outside and I could do a page about that, Yeah,
definitely.
Very pretty. Oh.
Yeah. Did anyone have any questions or anything? Or
I don't see any questions. They're just loving it. So
great.
The colors in it, everything. Yeah.
Yeah. So you'll have a blog post sometime this month with a little more information on how you put it together, any tips that you have. So keep your eyes out, guys. And also, just so you guys know, this is Lisa who does our blog for us. So another round of applause. Yay! I mean, that is a labor of
yay.
You're so good at it that thank you.
Well,
yeah.
I try my best.
You do. You're amazing. So thank you, Lisa.
Well, thank you.
All right. Well, let's get back here. All right. I think it's time to show the samples of the people who could not be on the live. What time are we at? 1:20. Okay. We've been going a little while.
Okay.
But,
so what do you want to start with?
I think we're going to go through this, and I am going to put in my, wait a minute. I have to, where is my, here we go. All right. I'm gonna, sorry about this, guys. All right, here's the big mess, but I have all this stuff on the table to remember that I am saying everything. Okay, so, let's just start showing stuff. Okay. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Susie has it all ready to go. Okay, so let's start with the journal, and I'm going to show the teams, and then I'll show you mine. All right, here is one from Maggie. This is so smart. She made a recipe journal because apparently Maggie's talents are endless, and she also cooks, which I do not do. But look at her good tip for keeping this straight. She used that little tab, and then Susie's trying to get the thing to work. The light here. I know. I put a rubber band around it, and I hoped it would stick, but look at this. I love this idea of putting this holder here because she's got the recipe cards, but if you turn it like that, it'll fly out. So she's got her little magnetic. I could do that all day. The sound of
satisfaction.
It's so good.
Of that snapping.
Yeah, and look at how great, she's so neat.
Very precise.
Yes.
Yes.
And here's a nice little notebook.
Tabs.
Yeah, with the tabs, and then another one. And so you could put your recipe cards in here. You could put any handmade notes you have about
pictures of the recipes.
Yeah, pictures or the gatherings of people who are going to eat the food that you're making.
Or memories about the recipes.
Yes, like grandma's recipe.
Exactly.
I have one. apple pie recipe that's on a credit card receipt from the first year I was married.
Oh,
For my mom.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's neat.
So this is beautiful. Wait a minute. Am I doing that?
Is everybody got their mic muted
this
if you're
goes
not
around.
on screen?
That's all right.
There you go.
Yeah, they're not too bad. Okay, so beautiful Maggie. And I'm guessing this is
and
graphic
Maggie's
45.
You could. Do you have anything you wanted to say about this, Maggie?
It's graphic 45 farmhouse paper. And what you said about the journals was exactly what I was thinking. You could glue the recipe cards in, you could hand write the recipes, you could notes, pictures. That's why I just included 2 blank signatures.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, and then you even have, here's your card. And
Right. Or if you wanted to share a recipe with someone, you've got it right there with you.
This would be such a lovely gift for somebody who's coming into your family, or if you want to pass your family recipes on, you've got the recipes in there, and then you have the stories you can share. I love this.
Yeah.
This is so
I think it would make a great gift.
It
Great
would.
shower gift.
Yes, it would. Yes, love it. All right, I'm just going to go in order here. Well, I don't, oh wait, all right, Maggie, I have another one from you. I'm just going to show it quick because I know you said you were going to use it for another, but here, I can't, it's so pretty. Look at this.
Yeah.
Oh. Any comments about this, Maggie, or are you mad that I'm showing it?
No, not at all. Please show it. I will give it. It'll be a February full reveal.
Oh my gosh,
Okay,
it's
but
gorgeous.
look at this. Oh yes.
Are you going to have a tutorial on your blog for it?
No, this won't have a tutorial.
All right, that's all right. These are
gorgeous.
These are techniques that you have shown, though.
Yes. Yes. A couple of signatures.
It is
yes.
just beautiful. I love that paper. What is the name of that? Like Adore or something?
It's Graphic 45 Mona Moore, which they just re-released. It's was originally released, I don't know, 2015, something like that, and they've just put it out again.
Okay. It's beautiful. All right, now this is from Pam Bray. And I also like what Pam did with her little section of the flap here. She used it as a decorative accent, not to actually close it. And all of these beautiful papers, I think they're $49 in market. And look at this. Love that.
And Pam, I saw, was in the chat.
Yeah,
so I don't know
was.
if there's anything that she wants to add specifically
Pam,
about this, but
wanna tell
now's
us
a good
anything.
time if you're still with us, honey.
Yes, and here is, I thought that was, it looks like 3D, but it's not.
Collage paper. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Pretty. Yeah, and she's got her little pocket. She has these little fun things. This stuff is so thick. You would not believe it. And a pretty tag with this bow. I just love how she puts stuff together. So, okay, we got a little flip out. Look at this. So pretty. Oh, and these are cut out. Those are fussy cut. Pam loves to fussy cut.
No way. God
God bless her. Well, maybe, I don't know. Or
maybe it could be a die cut.
Maybe they're die cut. All right. That would make more sense. But, I don't know. I'm getting there with the fussy cutting. But I'd still rather use a die. And here's a nice little, big journaling card, and she used the tab. And that's pretty. Nice little button effect.
Yeah.
It's feeling like that did something. Oh,
I
here's
recognize
the
your
little
die cut stamp.
Yes, the snail mail. And then just a nice little book here. Beautiful. Thank you, Pam. And here is a card from Pam. I think this is from Pam. Yes. Oh, see, look at this. Shadow Box Elements Thinlits, Market Plum Grove Collection, Library Pocket, Frame Pocket, Tiled Alphanumeric, and Tablecloth. Look at all that fit into one card. Oh, Pam says they're die cuts. Okay. It's a straightforward journal with $49 in market, $39 in market. It's on sale. So yeah, look at all there's the little house.
I love your house dies. Yes.
Pretty.
The alphanumeric letter is just they're just the right size and
we
clean.
Lost a letter.
I'll find it.
All right. Well, I still have the box. Anyway, thank you. I could cut another one. I may have that paper.
That's French.
Actually. or something. Okay. All right. What else? We have this from Jenny. Now, this is similar to the one that she made and shared on the live. And here's her garden notes. They do fit really nicely. Look at this. These are all these little cuts.
Bits of
You
ephemera.
can't really
Yeah.
see, I
Yeah.
don't think, but and a piece of okay. I thought that was a piece of like Amazon box, but it's not. It must be
It's cool.
yeah.
Making these
Oh,
embellishment
yes.
clusters is such a skill.
And
It's
look at
gorgeous.
this. Look at that.
Yeah.
I love that idea with that little butterfly.
Nice.
And then she's
Cute
got
tag.
a little tiny book in here. Look at that. And another, see, their papers are so pretty
Mm-hmm.
that is a piece of art. I mean, that could be an artist trading card, just by itself. A little bookmark. Oh, this paper it's a work of art. I'm telling you. I love it.
And this
Very
is the
thick.
pocket element.
Yes,
from your,
pocket element
with
from the die that comes on the die. And these are pretty little quotes too. And here's another, we are happy when we are growing. Unless we're gaining weight and then we're not happy.
Oh, God.
All right. Sorry to bring up the bad subject. I can't get that back in there. It's so thick.
Yeah. Leslie really liked this idea
Pretty
too, of using the little tabs as tags.
It's adorable.
Yeah.
Oh,
Taylor
okay.
loves the colors.
Oh, hey, Taylor. Yes.
Somebody
another
wants to
one.
do, Karen Gartland wants to do an Amazon box challenge.
Oh,
But
wow.
have 8 weeks to do it.
Well, our recycling was totally full.
Yeah.
I love that with putting a
Yeah.
little thing on, because sometimes
That makes it easy to
if
pull
you
it out.
use an ATC card or a journaling card, it's tight.
Yeah.
So to have a pull on here is cool, and I love that idea with the button. Because it does anything that you put in here, like you're gonna see something, so that kind of disguises
Keeps it from wearing
Well, that too.
it
Yeah.
out. Yeah. That's
So
beautiful.
pretty. Beautiful. And I like how she did the elastic on the side, because I usually do it coming the other way.
Right?
Oh, wait a minute. I think it's supposed to go like this.
Yes. She does
Yeah.
it like that. That's beautiful.
Yeah, it
Yep.
is. It is. All right. What else do we have here? All right. I have one. This is all right. Susie, go ahead. Tell us what you got here.
I'm oriented a little bit differently. This is the alphanumeric, tiled
Mhm.
alphanumeric. And I have a satisfying little magnet on mine too. But
Yes.
I just made a little Valentine stationery set. These are custom sized cards that I cut down to fit in here.
look at
And but I just
It's like little Valentine cards.
it's a beautiful collection from Echo Park. I really like it. But this is
I didn't
this is
see.
the ATC card, and I just cut it out of clear
Yes.
packaging so that I could put washi tape on it. And this is one of the tabs that I cut out of paper leather. And but you
That's-
can flip it up.
That's
'cause I
genius.
Attached it to the back.
Yeah.
And then here, so that you can actually get to the washi, and if you want to refill it, you can.
Yes.
And then on this side, I use the flap, but I did add some dimension. I don't know if you can see that, but then I slipped the envelopes for the
Yeah.
cards behind
that is
behind
so
that.
smart.
So, oops. And
And
she
it's
put too much stress on it. So
Yeah.
pretend that you didn't see my little mate coming apart there.
That is okay.
Yeah.
I love
But
that.
here, listen for the
All right,
magnet.
All right.
Nope, not going to do
Oh,
it.
you know why? This is sticking up. Wait a minute. You got a card here.
Oh.
They didn't all come.
Okay.
Wait, it's still.
Here, I'll just take that one out.
All right. Yeah, don't wreck them.
Well, I don't get the satisfying snap,
That's
but
all right. It's
uh,
working. though.
there it is.
I
So,
love it.
yay, it was fun.
That is, I
Gone.
love using it as another, another thing, not just a journal.
Yeah, and
Not-
I have
not
some
just-
repair work to do, so move on.
All right, what else do we have here? Let's do. What's that one from Tanya?
Right
Oh,
in the front.
yes. Okay, now look at this. how different is this? All right. So what she did was,
Oh,
I know,
wow.
I
Oh
know.
my gosh.
Isn't it beautiful? Tanya, are you there? Can you talk us through? Because I can't tell what this is. It's pretty thick. It looks like chipboard. She may have covered chipboard with paper, but it's beautiful. Oh, I love that paper.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go see the
I don't see
tutorial
her.
on this.
Yeah, I know. Yes, she said it is. Yes. Does that mean it is chipboard covered with paper? 2 taps for yes. Look at these little tiny flowers.
This is
It's
the
so
cover to the
delicate.
book.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
And this
And
is
I think
this is the pocket.
that's the pocket, and then I think this might be
A custom piece.
she's going to do a tutorial on this, and she was leaving it secret, so we may just have to wait. But I think this is so cool, like a letter open, and it has my name on it, my letters. I love it. It's beautiful. I would leave this on my desk. This would be great for mail. You know, like when mail comes in, you're like, what do I do with this? You know, do I pay the bill? Do we whatever? And so I always have like a suspense, like waiting to be, and you could even put little tabs in here. You know, it's a good size too.
It's very sturdy.
It's like 6.5 by 3.5. You could hold a lot of stuff. You could package cards in here.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be pretty?
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
How
love it.
How
And
did
these
her
little
mind
feet.
make that up?
I don't know. She's a genius. What can I say?
Yeah.
All right. I also have a little book from Tanya, and she has just used one of the tabs and the cover. So she chopped everything off except one tab on each of the covers, butted them together, and made this cute little book. And I am always looking at fast things, because like when the kids come and they want to do a craft, it's like the bigger the book you make, the more time it's going to take and the more complicated. So I like the fast ideas, and that's basically what their time span, their attention span would do, is one little book. But I love that, and that pretty background there, and it looks like maybe she put, what color is on this, Tanya?
Is it like a buff?
That was a mistake. Tanya says that was a mistake. What was a mistake? Nothing I can see here looks like a mistake. Okay, these all stay. Don't try to pick them out. I love that collage. She can always put things just exactly perfect. Anyway, beautiful. Love it. Okay, I think there was one more thing from Tanya, but I can't remember what. Oh, this. Look at this. Okay, this is the, I know, it's the little window, and she tucked 2 of them and then covered it.
Oh my gosh.
I think. And then this looks like the card.
Oh, the ATC.
Or the window. This is the window.
Oh, that comes out of it. Yes.
Oh, that is just, is it a shaker? It's shaking, but I can't tell. Oh, look it is a shaker, one on each side. Tanya, this is crazy. All right, that is adorable.
You could use those at place cards at weddings. You could put the couple's picture in there. They could be keepsakes. I mean, that's just darling.
Or to just do a set of your grandkids.
Yes.
And put them in there, have them on your desk.
Yeah.
You know? Or even one of, one and one on the other side, or one of a single one and then one of all the kids or something. Or your own children, whoever. Oh, I love that. Or even just a pretty card that you made, or somebody made, or an ATC.
And she just goes, that was last minute.
Oh, please give me a break. All right. It's beautiful. I love that. I like that it stands on its own.
Yes, I do too.
Okay, here is, I think this is from Maggie, which I
yes,
couldn't.
it is.
All right, because I thought it could be Jenny.
No, it is.
I know, but these colors and but it is beautiful. And look at that. Yeah, how the I love those colors. They're just so fresh, And happy birthday. That's one of my stamps. I love it.
Little
with
charms
the perfect
on it.
little, yes. Oh, it's so pretty. She's good at bows.
Very good at bows.
And look at this pretty background.
Yeah,
and
that's your embossing
Oh, this
folder.
is all my stuff. I love it. No wonder I like it. Okay. All Right. Now here's another one from Maggie. And again, she's used this background. Now, I don't know if she dragged her ink across there or there is a way you can put it in the folder and do it. So we're going to play around with that a little bit.
I dragged the ink across it.
Oh, thank you. It's like, okay, I thought she could answer, but I didn't know. And look at that perfect little
charm.
Little
Yep.
house
Happy
or
birthday.
cake.
Yep.
I love it. Indulge. Yes, that's the problem. I've been doing that. That's so pretty.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. Pretty colors. Okay, here is, did we show Pam's? No.
One of Pam's. We did.
This is, did I show this one?
Not that.
Okay. No, I didn't show that one. This is the deboss, I think. Is it?
Of the tablecloth.
I
Yes.
can't tell. You know that one?
It looks like she did both. This is the deboss. This is the
Oh,
emboss.
yes, she did. Wait a minute.
Yeah. I'm
Or is
telling
that
you.
just colored?
Oh, maybe it's just colored.
Yeah. It's pretty. It's a
Yeah.
cool effect.
Yeah.
Because it matches up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's beautiful, Pam. I like that little flower right there. Thankful for you. Thank you, Pam. All right, now here is a couple more from Susie. Do you want to do these?
Okay. Yes.
All right.
So very simple, you know, gals, that's the way I like to do things. This is the tablecloth embossing folder, and I just inked it. And then this is the frame element from the journal die.
Yeah.
And this is just a card that I put in there. It worked out perfectly.
Mm.
And this is when I expanded it. I aligned it, and it's a little tricky. But I made 4 or 5 or 6 of these pretty quickly in a row and just inked it. And this is the alphanumeric. And then, of course, I love her sunflower die. So I went back to that. But I want to show you one other thing that I haven't shown Eileen yet.
Ooh, I want to see.
Okay. So I have this thing I do. Okay, here's a background that I made for a card. And it's the embossing folder. I like to use my ATCs to make cards. So I make these little cards, and then I'll just pop my ATC on it. And it's a card. And so I like to do mini art. And so I just make these up and I have them around. And then I decide I need to send a card to somebody, and I just put my ATC on it, and out it goes.
Wow.
Or this one.
So cool.
So you can make up a whole bunch of ATCs, but they're cards.
Right.
You just have to create the background and pop it on.
And look at how, I mean, you must have a palette, because look, she's got this color, that color. So they'll all work with no matter where.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. So that's
idea.
me keeping things simple, but I've done this for years, and I have a whole bunch of ATCs. I share them, I swap them, but I also make them. And if I find one that I like, I'll do 2 or 3 or 4, and I'll just know, oh, I've got the congratulations one or the birthday one or whatever, because embossed folders make such beautiful backgrounds.
Yeah, they do.
And it's simple, it's fast, it's personal.
Yeah.
That's
it's beautiful.
So that's the Susie Bent's tip of the day. No extra charge.
Well, thank God for that.
Yeah, thank goodness. No extra.
We are going to go to lunch.
Okay, good. I'm getting dessert.
Oh, she's getting dessert. Okay. She earned it. Okay. Look at this cute little one from Jenny Atkinson. This is so just a beautiful combination of all of, I'm just trying to see, is that, oh, that's a, I thought that was die cut.
Oh,
like
okay.
that
I
would be
think that's
insane.
fussy cut.
Yeah,
Or
the outside. I mean,
vice
like those little wings. I was like, what? Look at how tiny and cute. And then she has, so you can write in here, and you could reuse it if you took that out and did another one. I would never do that, because I would keep this forever if I got it. This is one of my button, or one of my button cards. I think that's button cards 2 stamp set. So that fits cute in there, and it's just beautiful little combination. Everybody on the team has such good what do you call that?
It's just
art eye on where to put things. You know,
so Jill wanted to know if your embossing folder and the letter die require the larger machine.
No,
it works in the Big Kick.
No, the only one that you need it for is the big journal. So, and I will be offering cuts of those. So if you don't have the machine and you still want to make some dies, I'll be cutting some. I'm looking for a supplier for the mat board because my company went out of business. So I'm still looking. All right. This is one from Jenny. This is the half size that she showed us. Look at this. Is that a little mermaid? Or turtle? Wait, what is that? I can't tell what it is.
It could be a mermaid's tail.
Or, yeah, I don't know.
I don't
Jenny,
know. It's
what
cute.
is it? Dreams take flight. Look at that. Cool. See,
this is so beautiful.
Just one, all you need is one cover to the journal and you can make this book. And she did do the little pocket idea. I love that. I mean, they fit perfectly.
Yeah. But like she said, the design thing is you'd have to be concerned about not having them fall out.
Yeah,
but
well,
it's look, I mean, it's just gorgeous.
Yeah, but there's a way. You just have to.
This is one of those you
over.
would gift it and it would sit and then you could take it and look at it. So
yeah. Oh yeah, I would look at all these little, and you could easily add little photos on here or just little quotes that you like or birthday wishes or, you know, things I love about you or, you know, all these things. It's little. You don't have to do a lot in here. And really the paper is so pretty too.
Yeah, so elegant.
Yeah. Now see, she just put that in she folded it into it. So it's so cool. Oh, Jenny. And look at that. There's a little cut down
pocket at the end.
I love that.
Yeah.
What a smart idea. And little butterfly. So pretty. Thank you, Jenny. All right, let me see what else is in here. I think, we've got some layouts. Wait a minute. All right, let me show Pam's first, and then Susie's going to show hers. Okay. Can you fit that? Yeah.
Yes, perfect.
Look at this. This from Pam Bray. She has combined like everything. And, you know, what you look at is when you see the photo.
Yeah.
And that's really what you're supposed to do. And the rest is just kind of to complement it. And so the really bright is right in the center. Your eyes go to this beautiful girl. And then look at all this other fun stuff too, you know, and you could add like, you know, took this card when we went to the photo when we went to the park or whatever. Here's the fun alphabet in the back, a little butterfly. I mean, just.
And there's the embossing folder.
Oh, yes, it is. You know, it's so subtle. And that's in the little frame, you know? So I love that. And these colors are really pretty. I think purple is, I'm
It's growing on you?
I think it is. I don't know. Beautiful, Pam. All right, here's one from Susie.
Okay, so this is the deboss of the tablecloth folder. And this is one of the tags from your old set.
Yeah,
and I used the little tab on it. And that's the alphanumeric. And I just, you know.
Just put them in.
That's it.
Is that when you went, 2015?
2015. That's from 2015.
Little
bling. Yeah, I've got my snowflake bling from Want to Scrap.
Cute.
Yeah.
This background is beautiful.
It's just layers of inking until I get it to the color that I want it to be. Yeah. And initially when I did this, I told you, you know, I had those strips that were 10 inches long. I thought I would create a background that would, and so I went and I made these long strips and then I ended up cutting them down.
Oh, well.
Because, you know, you never know when you start where you're going to end up. At least that's the way.
Yeah.
Because this was not what I thought I was making.
Well, but here it is.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I like how, you know, really these colors could be for a lot of things. Like this could be a really pretty beachy kind of background. Like
initially.
Shells. Oh, yeah.
Initially I did. I was going to go with that. But then I thought, like you said, I wanted the pictures to pop.
And they do.
And they do.
Yeah.
So
it
kind of looks frosty.
It does. Well. And it also looks like these could be superimposed on a whole background of this, you know, like, and I like those lines. You are so precise.
I eyeballed that pretty well.
Oh, come on.
I did. I eyeballed
That's crazy. Wow. You have a good cutter. Don't you think, guys?
Yeah.
This is beautiful. Hi, Lisa Townsend. Hey, Val. Hi. Hey, Tony Macaluso. How you doing? All right. I'm glad you guys are still here. We're in our own little world, just looking at everything. Thank you, Susie.
You're welcome.
Beautiful. All right. Now I think it's come down to where I have to show you what I made, which I'm always nervous about because looking at what the team does, it's like, oh. But I did want to share some of the fun things that I figured out when working with this. This here is the alphabet, and I went ahead and I cut it out of adhesive foam, and then I peeled off the letters and put glitter on, and then I added another piece on top of it. This took me a little while to figure out, but I thought this would be a fun little thing to put in a little girl's room or just like a little welcome little one. I don't know. It seemed very fresh to me, and I like the glitter. And then this is Sizzix cardstock, the opulent, and then these are just some little daisies I had that I cut up, and that's my stamp, welcome little one. I don't know.
Well, the other thing I thought is that you could actually put pictures on top of this.
You could.
You know,
yes,
and it's just a background for photos.
Right.
It's so cute. But
well, they could add it after they got it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Or even clip it or somehow. Yeah.
Yeah, I know you don't want to cover it up. But
I know that's true, but well, I know how long it took me to figure it out. That's why. That's all right. So now I have some other things. They're not all done, but I just wanted to share because I went on a spree of using as many different materials as I could find. So this is material. This was from a sample book, and these are kind of upholstery fabrics. So it's not done, like I said, but I actually stitched. This is fabric that Teresita sent me, and I tea-dyed it. This was from old curtains that Teresita had. And so thank you, Teresita. It did come into use. The only thing that I have to do is to kind of cover these because you can see through and it's got writing here, which I don't love. So what I could do is either stitch another piece of fabric flap on there and then I could write in here, or I don't know. I'm going to explore this, but I really like how this came out. I haven't added anything else, but the other thing that I like is how it goes together and how it looks when you lay it all out, because I'm alternating my folds. So I did 2 elastics, number 1 and number 3, and then number 2 I did here, you know, I use this middle one so that when I fold this up, I've got the 3rd book here, and then I fold that over, and then I fold that over,
lovely,
and close it. And
I love the outside.
Yes,
I love
that
it.
was I used the
tablecloth.
I use the tablecloth folder, and I use the white texture roll, and it just came out so pretty, so crisp. And I was going to ink over it, but then I didn't because I just liked it plain. And so I'm kind of leaving the outside just textury and white or off-white.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
So this is an elastic band. I don't know if I'm going to keep this, but it keeps it closed for now. So, and it was just the right size. I did 3 signatures. I like these little fuzzy things hanging off, and I don't know. I have to explore this a little more, but that was one thing.
In progress.
Well, they're all in progress. This is one that I did. It's a Valentine collection. In fact, I just showed you guys the other day. I got it up in Papercraft Clubhouse up in Connecticut. I know. It's an earring.
I love that.
I love that too. It seemed to fit. Yeah. So this is just
shabby chic.
These are some of my grandkids. And yeah, this is the bow, the blousey bow that Jenny showed us in one of her videos. This is the mandala, the first one. This is the inside of that little wreath, and I had die cut that out of foam, and I kept these little insides because I thought they were cute.
Yeah.
And then just made like a little embellishment. And then these are just some little books that I made because I love these papers and I didn't want to cut them. And this is just like another little fold out book. And some of the journaling cards that came with the papers that I bought. I didn't put tabs on all of them, but I might. But they fit in there really nicely. And then I took the alphanumeric and did some silver stenciling using that. And then this is some more of the paper, and I just went through, and again, that's just washi tape. I like how that looks on the edge of it. And then that's this is, I used the piece that was with the die, but I cut it out of paper. I really like making them because that's just a bigger pocket.
Yeah.
And then, you know, a couple little things. That was an envelope, a glassine envelope, and I just folded it and put it over the page. And I don't know, I was just having fun. I'm going to tuck something in there. It's a little strip of fabric that holds stuff in. And some lace. And this is from you, Susie. Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's the...
yeah, I know what it is.
You
I
know,
love that.
what do you call
Journaling
it
card.
again? No. The material, though,
Oh,
is
Rhinea
foil.
foiled paper.
Yeah. And then I added some lace on here, made like a little tucky thing here. I was going crazy. This was fun. And then on the back, I did
I
the
love
words.
that.
And that's where I had that extra piece of foam.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's just a doily that I don't know how that didn't get dirty, but we had dessert somewhere and they gave us that little doily and it made it through my pocketbook and everything else. So that was fun to make. And then this is an earring that they were selling at the end of the year at Michael's or Joann's last year. And I just put the little thing in here, that little plastic thing that I never use on my ears, but that holds it in there just right. And I squish the earring, and I think that's just a nice little touch. Here's another one. This is one that I actually took on my trip to Puerto Rico and all the islands. And I knew I wanted to use it for travel. I lost it for a brief time, which was freaking me out, but I did find it. And this one is a little different because I stitched around it. And I find that it just reinforces a little bit because this is a good sized book and you have a lot of folds here. So the stitching, I think I like the look of it. And I think it also does reinforce where I fold, you know, my folds.
Mm-hmm.
So what I did here was, this is just like a little calendar for the year. These are some things that I did.
That.
They're little stamps. So I may take these apart, you know, cut them and put them in the book. But for now, I want to think of one more. I just couldn't think of another one. I embossed this cover here, and then I realized, this is all the same length. So I just added some lace there to kind of cover it up. And then this is each day I did, you know, go ahead and write down all the stuff that we did. There was so much to write about our class. I was like, that's going to take a while. So then I just have a bunch of things that we kept, you know, from our luggage.
Mm-hmm.
This is when we played trivia, you know, so we failed miserably, but it was fun. Each night we got worse and we had more drinks. So
I was going to say, it has to do with the alcohol intake.
It could be.
Yeah.
So this is just a simple closure, but I you know, I don't like ones where you have to tie things. I just want to open and close, you know. I also use the technique that I like, the napkin decoupage.
Yeah,
so
it's beautiful.
Yeah, this is
very,
just,
very cool.
It's very simple, but it's flat, which I like too, because if I'm taking it in and out, I don't want a lot of things that are going to get caught. So
Karen Gartland said, how did you manage to stitch mat board?
Oh, I sewed it on my machine, Karen, but I've got an old 1951 Singer that you can stitch anything on that machine and it will not die.
Nice strong needle. And...
This is 2 layers. Not even. I just used a regular. I might have a leather one in there now, but it has worked with others too. But it's really just 1 layer of chipboard. You know, this is not that thick. When I got to this themes, it seems it kind of went, but it did go. So I just keep pushing the envelope. All right, here's one that I did, and this is a gold leather. I really like, I was afraid that the pattern was going to kind of like relax, which it does sometimes with some leathers, but it didn't. So I was really happy. And then I didn't want to put the date because I find like if I looked at it and said 2022, I'd be like, that's an old one. I don't want to write in it. So I just did a generic notes. And this is one of my last minute ones, but I use file folders in here to make these little notebooks and pockets. And, you know, this is very thick. So it holds the shape of the book, even though this is kind of floppy leather. But this was fun to do. I was going to stitch it, and I probably should have reinforced this seam here because it's a little loose, but it does work. I didn't cut through anywhere. So
and you can always go back and reinforce it on the inside.
Yeah, I could. All right. And then I just had one more. This is more about, this is a gift box, but this is more about what I used in here. But I'm going to do a class on this, or a tutorial. These are with paper bags. So,
that's so cute.
And the Sizzix paper. Yeah, it's fun how it works. So I'm not done with that, but what else? Okay, that's all the samples. But here are some things that I did use for the folders that I just thought I would show. All right, this is again, I can never remember the name of this. Texture rolls. And this was just a scrap I had that I, embossed it and folded it over, and now it's like a little pocket.
It's cute.
I know, they're just fun. This is the glitter paper from Sizzix, the Opulent. This is a piece of metal. Look at how that looks.
Yeah.
Either side.
That's cool.
And you could do alcohol ink.
Yeah.
This is a piece of packaging, a mug that we got somewhere. And it looks kind of gray. I like it.
Yeah.
This is some vellum.
That's beautiful.
It is, but I would say don't roll it through more than one time, because if you do, it kind of breaks.
Cracks it.
Yeah. This is like a
That's
bag.
the Duralar that.
Well, it looks like it. This is like a paper bag, like a glassine white kind of bag. This is wallpaper, and I would not recommend this. It already had a pattern on it, and it didn't do well.
Doesn't hold.
Yeah, and I can't really tell what that is.
Yeah.
So, but
it's still pretty.
Yeah. This there's that bag. I wanted to show what that was. This is a piece of corrugated cardboard, which was interesting because this is the corrugated side, and I had torn some of the paper off, but it's kind of cool because you still see the lines, and then this side is flat.
Yeah.
So I thought that was, and it really squished it down. Like this is Amazon box. So this is fabric. This is more of that fabric that I got from, with gesso. It's very faint, but I think it's pretty.
Yeah, you can see it. It's pretty.
Yeah. And this one I did with color. Oh, I like the back, but that, I don't know.
Yeah,
it's all right.
I mean, you don't see the pattern being what it is.
No, but it's still
pretty.
Cool. Yeah. And then I just made some little bookmarks. This is a gift box. That's paper. I distressed that with sandpaper. Oh, this one was a file folder, and I added luster wax on it.
Oh, yeah.
But you can still see kind of the pattern there, and I need to add little tassels here.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a piece of release paper.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I could not believe it. Look at that.
That is cool.
It is. It's shiny, but I was really surprised that worked. This is just regular paper.
Yes.
And then this is Frosted Flakes box. So this is nice and sturdy.
Yeah.
I mean, you could do a lot. So anyway, I just wanted to encourage you to use whatever you have. And then I did it on the side of an envelope just to see if it would work. Right. I see Susie has some ideas here.
Oh, just I like the little things, and I went back to the library pockets, but I had all these little stamps. And if you're doing like a planner, these are ones. Today was take note, the date, quote of the day, cherish each day.
Oh, yeah.
So if you were a planner person, those would be great in there. Here are some other ideas for ATCs. Mixing media has infinite possibilities. I experiment with whatever's on hand. Imagination is more important than knowledge. But if you go through and you look, I'm sure you have all kinds of stamps that'll fit on here. And kind of what I was thinking I want to do, I saw a project where it was like 365 something, and it's not like do one a day or anything, but I went through and I picked some stamps and I stamped these, and I thought I'm going to make an ATC to go in each, and I don't know where I'm going to go with it.
Ooh.
But I started with the stamps.
I love that idea
So
of doing the little card that goes with it.
yeah,
You know,
wherever, whatever, you know, you can't be sad when you're holding a cupcake. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I
don't
might
know,
put a
but-
picture because it could be a mini scrapbook,
Yeah.
but you have all kinds of stamps. Everybody has favorite quotes and everything. And so that was one idea. And then the other thing is, believe it or not, I found these stamps at the Goodwill for 99 cents for 2 sets, but it's for an advent calendar.
Oh my Lord. Oh, how cute.
So
would that
next
be?
year I'm going to have
Oh yeah.
an advent calendar
Wow.
with these.
99 cents. What's
Yeah, I know, right? It
The
was
Treasure House?
no, it was the Goodwill store
Oh, good one. You said
over at
that.
Chantilly.
Ugh,
So
I love
I know that these are just going to become an obsession.
you know what I like about this?
What?
Because some days you just don't have an idea and
Right.
everything is so overwhelming.
It's
If
a
you
prompt.
picked one, you just say imagination is more important than knowledge. Okay, I'm going to make a giant light bulb. You know, I
Yeah.
mean, that's it. Or I have
Yeah.
a stamp that's that.
Yeah. Well,
So-
because that's the thing. You can mix and match your stamps. If I on this one, it's funny. When I started this card, I was going to put it in here. Imagination is more important than knowledge, right?
Right.
But then I found this stamp that says fabulous, extraordinary, almost impossible to believe, dare to be fabulous, and don't apologize when you are. And so I found that I had already stamped, never
Oh.
apologize for who you are.
Oh, wow.
So
Yeah.
that's kind of going to be my project this year.
Yeah.
Whenever I want to art, I'm going to do this.
That
So I've got to
is-
go back and stamp some more of these
Yeah.
and just see where it takes me.
You are going to have such a good collection.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
I might not want to swap anything.
Well, make 2 of each.
2. Well, not of each, but of some.
All right.
So anyway, these I just love
Genius.
these. I
They
love
are
love
so
these. These
cute.
are obsession. That's all.
All
So
right.
did you want to do quick demos or?
You know, it's now 2 hours,
Okay,
so I
we're
think
done.
maybe no. I mean, that's long. Let me come back up here and see if. Oh, sorry for my big giant hand. Wait a minute. Oh, sorry, I forgot how to do this. How long's it been? They're hanging in there. Good job, guys. Wow, this team, I'm telling you. Susie, thank you so much for being here before I forget. And to all the team, whether you're here with me or if you send stuff in or if you're going to send stuff next time, I say thank you for all of your inspiration, because as you guys can see, and I hope that, you know, once you guys get yours and are, you know, start creating with them, that you're going to be sharing them in fan clubs so that we can all be inspired, because that's how it works. You see something and you're like, oh, I want to do that. You know, like I want to do everything that I saw today.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that's going to happen, but even if you keep it in mind or write it down or take a picture or a screenshot, you know, just try to remember. And you
Go to the
guys,
blogs.
yeah, go to the blogs, because that's where you're going to see. Also, before I forget, again, about the giveaway, if you haven't already, post in the group, in the chat, wherever you are, YouTube or Facebook, what you would do with these dies if you had them. Okay, so that way we know that you watched and you have ideas and you would like to have one. Also, I do have limited dies in the Etsy store. If anybody wants them, I know that I sold out last night and I put up another 6. I can order more, but I just wasn't sure because this was a more expensive release and I just didn't know. And you know, everybody's watching their pennies, so I wasn't sure how many to get. But if you need more, if you want more, I'll get them. Okay. Make sure to follow the blog hop and go check out everybody's projects and leave comments for the designers and let them know how much you like it. you would copy all of the ideas you saw today. With your new
It's
purchase.
cheating.
No, not really.
Kidding.
I'm doing it. So what else? Oh, there's Teresita. I know that it was her mom's birthday today. She says, I just got in, so you can do 2 more hours.
Oh, well, she could.
Teresita, you have to watch because I did some stuff with your curtains. I did some recycled pages. I know that there's more I want to show you guys and the team too. So it looks like this month we'll be having some guest designers coming on to share some new things that you might want to see that you've mentioned. And I have more ideas for all of the dies, and we'll be doing, Facebook Lives twice a week. So Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'll put up announcements and, hope you'll come along and watch. All right. So let me put the team back on for one more time and we can
Big smiles,
wave
ladies.
goodbye. Oh, we should get a screenshot.
That's
Yeah.
on you.
Wait a minute. Let me get this one out of here. I had to take my mouse off because anyway, are you doing one? Did you get one? I'm just happy there were no major disasters today. You guys think?
Everybody smile.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for coming. Team, do you have anything else to say?
Thank you
Go
to
back
everybody. An amazing team is just crikey out of the ballpark again. It just gets
I
the
know.
levels keep going like this, don't they?
Wonderful.
Higher and
And I
higher.
have to say, this was a tight deadline because of the holidays, and everybody really worked their rear ends off and got stuff to me and came on, and I'm just so lucky to have you guys. So,
And the other thing I'll say is I make a point of not looking, like we have a Facebook group that we share our projects. Once the projects start rolling in, I don't go to that group and look because it impacts my creativity. It's like I don't want to copy what somebody else, I can't see what everybody else has done. So I haven't commented on the group, ladies, but you guys are awesome as usual. And it's always such a surprise to me that so many different things come in. I love
know.
it.
All the styles, everything, which helps everybody because nobody works the same. And also I love seeing your process of how you do it and what you were thinking of while you made it. So, and I think that Jenny's like,
There's a process to it, yeah.
well, everybody has a process, and
it's
you
different.
can get tips from everybody. So I love hearing and watching videos of, how are they doing that? What is their thought process? Because sometimes I don't have any. I just sit down like, make something. What am I doing for the live? So anyway, I'm just amazed by your talent, and I'm so grateful that you're part of the team. Thank you all.
And we're off.
Yeah. Well, all right, guys. You deserve cushions for your chairs because we've been here for over 2 hours. And
we love you, Eileen.
Well,
Yeah, we do.
You must, because you go through a lot.
We've been and had tea and come back again.
Well, we could. Teresita would be happy with that. She just got on. But I think, Lisa, thank you. All right. Well, we will be back. We're not leaving. On Thursday, I do have a guest coming on with an announcement about the retreat. And so we'll be talking about that. And then we're going to get into this new release. So I hope you'll come back on Thursday. Thanks again to all of you for your great ideas. I'll go through, and I'm sorry I wasn't able to comment too much. We were basically blabbing too much. But, that's what this is about. So I'll go through and comment. Thanks so much for being here. And we will see you on Thursday. And thanks again, team. We'll see ya.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.